Good day, everyone. My name is Travis Flemings. I'm a second year student at the University of the West Indies, and welcome to my podcast, The Gray Area, where we discuss social, philosophical, and personal matters on a broad range of subjects and ideas. All right, welcome to another episode of The Gray Area. Today's episode is titled Baby, You Weren't There. Also, with a guest today. If you were stranded in the middle of a deserted street as a result of your car breaking down, your father is very skilled and resourceful with automobiles and has years of experience in fixing almost any car with no theoretical studies, while your mother has recently graduated university with honors in auto mechanics, with not much practical experience behind her. Who would you call on to abate this situation? Your father says the reason that your car has broken down is because that brand of car you drive is worthless and has no use, and he hates driving them. Your mother says the reason your car has broken down is because you don't change the oil in your car. Do you call on someone with years of experience to assess the situation from memory and fix it accordingly to what they have done before? Or do you call upon someone who has learned knowledge and reasoning abilities to discover the issue and resolve it? Which one takes superiority? Which one is better? Experience or reason? According to D. Paul and Hicks, a prior knowledge is an important sense independent of experience. If a proposition can be known a priori, then we can somehow see that it's true just by thinking and reasoning about it. Therefore, a priori knowledge is about knowing without experience, i.e., having reason. It is basically and solely dependent on the format of sense and reasoning. We don't need to have experience, for example. The mother in this case knew for a fact that her son doesn't change the oil in the car. Therefore, it can be viewed as a proposition that reads, cars will break down if the oil is not changed. Therefore, the mother has stated a fact that needed no personal experience to understand a simple concept, that is, cars need oil to continue going. In contrast, a posteriori knowledge derived from experience, according to Britannica Dictionary, therefore not needing reason to understand or to know, but simply drawing from what one has been through before to draw a conclusion. Even if it's not true or not accurate, one still has reason to believe in their truth, all from the basis of experience. In this instant, the father's proposition is that a brand of car his son drives is worthless and no use. From his experience, the cars that his son drives is just not good. There's no hard fact, there's no evidence. It's all coming from his prior experience to say that it's just not a good car, and that's the reason why it's broken down. He has not taken the time to assess the situation or even put two or two together. In contrast, where the mother knew for a fact that her son doesn't use oil at all, she can dare click on it and say, oh, that's the reason. Like she was almost expecting it. She knows that he doesn't use oil in his car, and his car evidently breaks down. But the father in this situation, doesn't necessarily know that. So he's just drawing from what he knew before, and what he knew before, that when he drove this car it always broke down for whatever reason, without giving it a thought. So which takes superiority in this scenario, the mother or the father's reason to believe? One can easily start with the mother because it seems most feasible in this situation, but in other case some may side with the father because experience in some cases may trump reason. And now we will listen to our guest as he shares why.
All right. So, hello everyone. My name is Anthony White. Right. So, just to give my view on reasoning versus experience, right? So according to Dewey, experience is not something going on inside somebody's head. Rather, it is one of the many things in which transaction into nature eventuates. Right? So, experience is considered to be a source of knowledge. And in this scenario, based on what I take away, the father could be the one who could comes up with a resolution more quickly because he have been in those situations before. Now, even though the mother would have known that he didn't change the oil, or through reason she has knowledge of what to do in that situation, I think she would lack the experience, right? One could argue that having knowledge of a situation doesn't guarantee a resolution, or it could be different to reason about it rather than being in the situation where you have to deal with it hands on and coming up with a resolution there in the moment. However, through experience, that will give the father enough knowledge to come up with a resolution, because what experience does is that it equips you with knowledge for future events, right? And you could say that the mother could anticipate what she would do, but all anticipations are expressed in all anticipation are expressed in any form of judgment have to be verified through experience. And this is mostly done by seeing rather than reasoning. Reasoning is done internally, right? And experience is mostly done through seeing. So the father being in that situation, seeing what can happen or what he could do to find a resolution, that would give him an edge over a person that who have never been in the situation before, has no experience of the situation, but only have reasons about the situation.
Thank you so much for joining me for this episode. Come back next time and we can discuss other social, philosophical, and personal matters.